The predominant question, how do I find my purpose, is one of the most overused concepts in the personal development space. Every single person pretends as though they have no idea of what they should be doing with their life. If this is the case, we can now rephrase the question to be, how can I accept this is my purpose? The first person to see a camel fled. The second ventured within distance. The third dared slip a hat around his head. Familiarity in this case breeds contempt. The Bible remarks, let your feet be seldom at your neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and hateth thee. Majority of you have become so familiar with your talents, your giftings have become habitual to your detriment. You now trivialize your gifting, you hate your talent, you admire other people's gifting at the expense of yours. Even worse, you are yet to accept it as a talent. Again, familiarity breeds contempt. All I have is just how to cut hair, just how to make hair. These celebrities make their hair. Why are you not the person behind them? It's just how to cook. It's not a big deal. Everyone knows how to cook, you say. Find out how many people spend thousands of dollars on a meal which you know you can perfectly prepare, even outperform that version that is being presented. History is replete of individuals who made the same mistake as you. Remember the late wife, or remember the wife of the late prophet, who debtors were about to collect her two sons. When she met the prophet Elijah, he asked her a very good question. What do you have in your house? She said nothing except a jar of oil. That nothing she trivialized not only took her out of debt, but she lived up the rest. It changed her financial status. It's the same thing with you. Nothing except making people laugh. Nothing except plating hair. Nothing except communicating. Nothing except knowing how to navigate the economy. Nothing except trading stock. Nothing except knowing how to wipe windows. Does that count? Of course it does. Nothing except loyalty. Find out how many billionaires have been mad with injuries from betrayals of close people. I'm a man of decent exposure, and one of the things billionaires are looking for, this thing they search, of which money cannot buy, is loyalty. Usually, when you're surrounded with wealth and physical things, you have a lot of psychophants, a lot of parasites, a lot of people who would bow down for what you can offer, for the benefits they derive from you, not necessarily you as a person. This is something billionaires lack. And if you can position yourself to offer that services, if you can fill that need, then the sky is your limit. And don't make the mistake of foolishly believing that only by after 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 months of displaying loyalty, when it's not rewarded, you get pissed off, you air in the opposite direction. Why didn't he notice me? I guarantee you, billionaires are very subtle people. They understand every single thing that's happening. They are aware of who's on their side because of what they have, and otherwise, when it comes time to reward, you'll be singled out. I can't recall the name of this pastor who recently gave a security or protocol. I can't remember his position, but he gave the man a house and a car. on his wedding. Why? For years, working with him, he would refuse to steal from the billionaire man. He would help me turn the lights, change it to white. Is that other side? My apologies for the distraction. But why did he give him such gifts? Simply because whenever he sent him on errand with other staffs, he would refuse to inflate the price of the product or service and pocket the difference. Who would know that the pastor was noticing, taking note of those who are cheating him via fraud, those who are inflating the price? Who would know that the pastor was keeping account of all such events? And when it came time to separate the sheep from the wolves, he did the needful. He rewarded when it was time. So to think your loyalty or your loyal deeds is going unnoticed is erroneous thought, is an erroneous way of thinking. I guarantee you, your superior sees every single thing, every single act of honesty you put into that office. Now, whether he appreciates it or not is a different discourse in and of itself. But I guarantee you, he sees all. Another thing we would highlight is purpose isn't the way the media paints it to be. Purpose isn't something you go out to discover. Purpose is here. Purpose is in acceptance. A comedian, for instance, you have no idea how difficult it is to crack jokes only you laugh at. Wonder whether you're funny or your friends are just trying to be nice. It's you in a big auditorium cheering and clapping for yourself. And when it comes time for you to share this ideal with loved ones, you receive sound advices like be practical, go do something else, find get a job or do something else. It's impossible. Who is going to put you on their stage? How are you going to get the connections? Don't worry about all of that. It is my philosophy. It's better to be prepared and not find opportunity yet than to be met by opportunity unprepared. It's most likely you're going to leave the latter with regrets and all kinds of things. My apologies for the light changes and the difficulties we experienced in recording this masterpiece, but I really, really wanted it to be published this way. No editing, just me being clear. And as always, my friends, it's a pleasure speaking to you. I'll see you in the next one.